Ladies and gentlemen, what is good? It's your boy Scoopingo. Next to me
is Chris.
Chris Malini, a founder of the Fifth Row. It's been a long time coming. You've probably been asking yourself, where is that Last Jedi review?
Probably
it's nowhere. Because we're not even going to review it. We're just going to talk about it. We're going to spoil it. So we're just going to get into all the nitty gritty. Because I tried reviewing this movie and I just couldn't. So we're just going to talk about it. As a movie, I think it's good. The one flaw I had with it was that whole John Boyega and that other actress scene where they get pulled out and put into the Casino World. That's my real only issue with the movie, as in terms of like the movie. In terms of like the lore, that's where the movie divides a lot of people, and I feel like that's where a lot of my problems lie as well.
That part took me out of the gravity of everything else that was happening around the galaxy, but that's like my one.
Yeah, the thing about it is, it feels like a totally different movie.
Mm.
It feels like they pause the movie and play like a Sunday morning short, and then after it's over, they're like, "Hey, here's the rest of the movie."
But I thought overall the movie was great. In between the storytelling between Rey's journey and what she's looking for, Kylo Ren and his internal struggle, and also Luke plays a huge part in everything. In between the both of them, being the grumpy old Jedi who knows the good and, more importantly, the bad of everything that happens in the Jedi Order. So I thought it was great. I thought it was well done.
Like, I liked the movie also, but I think you liked it a lot more than me. Let me play the guy that points out a lot of the bad, because some of the things that people point out, I do kind of be like, yeah, I can see why you're pointing that out. Number one, what did you think of the way Leia was used this entire movie? Because let me just say this, the whole force sensitive thing where she like pulls herself back into the ship, that caused everybody to turn their head. I mean, you could look around the theater and people like, did she just become an Avenger?
Carrie Fisher's awesome.
Yeah, of course.
Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. You're amazing. They should have killed off Leia.
Yeah.
Even though post-production, she died. She died post-production.
Yeah.
It was finished. There is no reason that she's still in these movies.
When we thought she died, right? Because when that happened, I'm pretty sure me and you both thought, wow, they're killing off Leia.
And that's a violent way to die, too.
It would have been it's a very violent way to die. It took a lot of people by surprise, but I think that would have been a better alternative than what we got.
Yeah.
That's way over the top for being force sensitive.
Yeah.
You want to close a door, you want to move a broom with the force, go ahead, but not fly through the air,
and fly through space after being in a,
nearly dead.
Nearly dead.
Yeah. But the way the movie ended, she was still running things. They're gonna, in the next movie, they're gonna have to explain, oh, where's Leia?
That throne room scene is one of the most captivating things
in a Star Wars
movie. Probably, I haven't been that chair locked since Darth Maul versus Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan.
Snoke dying, the way he died was so stupid. There's I'm trying to find better words for it, but it's stupid. Because he's supposed to be one of the strongest people in the galaxy.
They only gave us a taste. 2 very small tastes.
Yeah, of what he can do.
Even if he died, but he showcased everything he was about.
Yeah, and then that they also could have used that throne room of Rey and Kylo joining up together to fight Snoke, because as great as he could be, taking on 2 really good, Jedis, for lack of a better word, for them both, would have been a good way to showcase both of their strength. What's his name? Mark Hamill does a really good job. I think probably the best he's been as Luke. Yeah. The most serious. Him being a hologram was a little, I get it at the end, right? Because he's using the Force to be there. I wish he was just there, and if he was going to die like he did, he would have died there, you know? I just don't see the reason for him dying, Because his death, like I said before, his death could have been a lot more impactful if he was actually there. But he dies, and when he dies, we're just sitting there was that really necessary?
You know what? When I heard him deliver the Obi-Wan line, I was like, that's so dope, because he's there.
I hate the fact that he died, but
that he died after, off of the sheer exertion of himself.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wasn't that turned away. I didn't turn my nose at the fact that Luke died that way. I thought it was a pretty dope way to die, because in the end it did what he needed to, which was let them escape. It was anticlimactic.
Yeah, exactly. It was a little anticlimactic, his death. Like I said, if he had been there,
It would have been a lot better.
It would have been a lot better. It would have conveyed his purpose a lot stronger. If he died there facing Kylo, the same way that Obi-Wan died when he faced Darth Vader,
yeah.
It would have been 20 times better.
Yeah. If he was there, and then he could have shown... If he was there, two things would have happened. We could have seen how strong of a Jedi Luke actually is, and then how strong Kylo Ren actually is. Dopest dope I've ever smoked in this movie was the mind bridging between Rey and Kylo.
That's one thing I would have said in my review. I had actually shot one, but then put one out. It was like, that's where the movie is the strongest.
I was like drooling. And the fact that they found out that it wasn't only Snoke who was bridging their minds, because at the end, they did it as Rey was going up the Falcon when everyone escaped. Mm-hmm. I thought the way they did that, and the way that there's a connection between the two minds of two very powerful Jedi beings, for the lack of a better word, is outstanding. Captain Phasma was the most disappointing Star Wars character that we've seen.
Severely underused. For a very cool looking character.
That's what I'm
supposed
saying.
To be very powerful.
And she's supposed to be the leader of the stormtrooper army, and
and there's history between her and
Finn. And I thought that I was going to get a good 5 to 7 minute throwdown. But we got like a 2 to 3 minute skirmish, and it just ended so poorly.
Like I said, I like the movie. I'm not ecstatic about it. I need to see it again. If I were to rate it, I'd say it's a solid 7 for me.
I still really enjoyed this movie. It's phenomenal in telling the story of the Star Wars trilogy or series. I'm saying 8 to 8.5.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just tuned in to another review from the Fifth Row. Although this isn't exactly a review, it's a spoiler talk. First video of 2018, plenty more to come. 2018 is the year of the Fifth Row. He said it, I said it, you know it. If you have not done so already, subscribe, like, comment, do all that jazz. We are the Fifth Row, back together again at Krispy Kreme. Me and Chris will catch you on the flip side. I'm gone.